Hello and welcome to Riverview. A third first attempt, I went with forestry and went with a particular piece of equipment that then I decided I didn't like. Second attempt, I went with forestry again with the equipment that I did want to start off with that I did like, and then found that forestry is just really boring, really buggy, and annoying as hell. Hence the reason I normally stay away from forestry. You can't tell from my maps because I always end up putting a lot of trees in my maps. Anyway, I've decided this is what I'll start with. A Zeta tractor, not even upgraded, basic standard engine, the fertilizer spreader and a weight and a pallet of fertilizer, solid fertilizer at the side that I have not used because this is now full. And that's how we're going to go. And we're going to see what contracts are available. We are on hard difficulty. A few, not many. But we will accept all of them. 20, 29, 41 and 43. Well, look on any there, they do flash, okay. 43, 41. 29. So if we do 43, 41. I think that would be the best way to go. It's only the 4, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Oh, got a stupid wheel. Should go this way, shouldn't I? If we're going to 43 or 41 even. Apparently, braking is not a thing in this tractor. Good to know. So, the rules for this are simple. I'm not allowed to buy any new equipment. I know these are brand new, but I've taken out the loan. As you can see, I don't start off with any money. My loan is maxed out 500k, so I have to pay money back to that. I have to have my loan completely cleared before I can own an actual farm. So until then, I'm just doing contracts. Until the 500k is paid off, I can't buy a farm. Can't buy any land at all. So definitely going to change things up. Yeah, this is the one. Entrance is this side now, isn't it? It's not up that way anymore. God, this is going to be fun to see where you've been. Okay. Well, the reason behind this is simple. I need something to take my mind off Giant Editor. And I don't want to play somebody else's map because I don't know how it is for other map makers, but for myself, I would end up picking faults with their maps, and I don't want to be that guy. Because I would be, my mind would still be set as like I was in GE. be looking for things to, oh yeah, that needs fixing, because I'm so used to only doing it that way that I would not be able to help myself. So I'd rather pick faults with my own map and not and just enjoy the game. So no offense to other map makers out there. I don't know how it is for you guys, if you can just switch off from GE or not. I know I can't. I've already seen parts on this map that I'm going, yeah, I don't like that. And so I'm going to stay away from them areas. And I'm going to complete the contract to, you know, the whole of the field is done. I'm not going to be... I'm glad you got better brakes than me. Ooh, traffic jam. Was... Yep, well, new in the area. Apologies. I just passed my driving test. More lessons and test and all that. My license is still in the post. It's on its way, honestly. So this is just something for me just to relax and, or, well, relax when I've already picked faults. And there's another one. Yeah, just... yeah. I don't like being around this area. Can we get out of this area altogether? I see so many things I want to change there already. So the good news is there is an update in with Giants for this map. Save game compatible. There will be an overhaul on this map. How big of an overhaul is anyone's guess, but me playing the map means that there's going to be a lot of things that will end up being like, yep, that's got to be changed. I mean, I obviously tested the map and that, but testing and playing are two different things. You see a lot more when you're playing the map than what you do when you're testing. It's kind of weird, but because you constantly see those things, as opposed to you seeing it once or twice, when it's constantly there and something that maybe doesn't bother you now, it starts to bother you later on, and the more you see it. And so there will be an overhaul on the map that won't be save game compatible at some point, but for now we've got one just ahead, in fact, like through the hedges. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't just play Farm Sim at all, just play a different game, huh? You see why I mean I can't play somebody else's map, because it just wouldn't be fair on that map maker. And I know there are some really good maps out there. Was the only map that right now grabbed me was No Man's Land, but the way forestry is, I can't do forestry. I just can't stand it. And I know you could start off with the money and make your fields. Where are we going? Over the bridge, isn't it? The other side of the lake, the river, and do it that way. But the the reason I chose this map is so I could find those things that I wanted to change. As my dog starts. I think dogs just always time things wrong. The other reason I chose this map was because I wanted to find things that I can put down in my notebook and go, yep, that's to be changed. I can tell you now there will be changes to the fields, the field boundaries more specifically. That will come in the overall, within the big changes. But for the version that is coming out, hopefully, fingers crossed, next week. I keep saying that, but this time, hopefully. By the time you guys have seen this video, it'll probably already be out. Hopefully. You know, it'd be kind of annoying if this comes out a month down the line and it's still not done. It would be really annoying. But the aim is, I just want to play the game and have fun. This is why I was actually going to stop making maps, because I just want to play the game. I've been making maps since 2011. Well, more specifically, making this map since 2011. And Maypole was done at the end of 2017, made for 2019. It was never publicly released in 17. Don't think it was anyway. Pretty sure it wasn't. But that was made for when 19 dropped. Obviously changes had to be made to it for 19, but it was rain and everything was all planned out, or not planned out, was all set in 19, and shape of the fields, etc. It's all done in then. So the basics was all put in for 19, or for 17 even. It was a fully working map in 17. We was playing it on a server for a while, quite a while, in fact, until 19 dropped. Could end up seeing one change that could end up happening on here is a farm being removed and just made as a placeables area. And if it does happen that way, it will be the farm with all of the one of every kind of animal would end up being removed, and that would just become a placeable area that you can buy and put your own stuff down there, which would then mean that there's 3 farms on the map. We want to go this way, don't we? We've got to go to field 29, which is over the other side of all of this. Excuse me, Bambi. Because Bambi number 1 lost her head in the last attempt at doing a video on our challenge, playing the game. We've gone through half of our fertilizer already. So I can't buy any fields, I can't buy any equipment. I can buy used equipment, but I can't lease any equipment either. So when this road is going to change as well, by the way, in the big update that will come out for this map. I should stop talking about what is going to change later on down the line. In the update that's coming out, none of this is going to change. The layout anyway. hence the reason why it'll be save game compatible. So I'll stop talking about what I'm going to change. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. The last playthrough was a nightmare, and made me realize why I completely avoid forestry. Completely detest forestry. Anybody can enjoy it, especially when it's broken the way it is. When you look at the collision on vehicles and you look at the logs just floating in midair, it's like, what? You shouldn't be doing that. You should be sitting flush to the bed of that trailer, but you're not. And in 19, I did do forestry. If I needed a tree to be removed, I cut it down. I cut it up. I loaded it into a trailer, and then I sold the log or all the wood. 22, I don't think I'll be doing that. I'd rather just go with a lumberjack and go, yep, kill that tree. Get rid of it. Delete. Goodbye. There will be no cheating in here in terms of money being added or anything like that. I won't be doing videos and doing a playthrough on the map. It will be just occasionally I will, when I'm in the mood, I'll just do a video and bring you guys up to speed on where I'm at. It's quite a big field. But for the most part, I will, when I need a break, I will just come in and play the map and when something big is going to happen, maybe a new piece of equipment's going to be bought or something like that. New piece of equipment bought? No. When a used piece of equipment comes up that I can buy, that sounds better, doesn't it? And then maybe that'd be time for a video, just to, you know. But I've got the mod that allows me to refresh contracts, so when all these have been fertilized, I will refresh the contracts. And I've got somebody coming down from upstairs, so I'll be right back. So yeah, as I was saying, I'll keep you guys up to date as much as I can, but no promises. I'm not a person that realistically does playthroughs on things. I start them, but I never finish them because I just never have the time. I don't even know why I start them, to be honest. It's silly, but I look at something and go, oh, that'll be fun to play, and because it'll be fun to play, I should do videos on it, and then I stop playing it because I'm in GE or something like that, and by the time I come back to play it, it's like, what was I doing again? Like airport CEO. I've gone in and I've gone, how do you play this game again? Hospital, not Hospital Tycoon, what's the other one? remember its name, but it's hospital something, and complicated game. And it's like, I want to play it, but it's like, I don't know, I don't remember how to play it because it's been so long. I guess the only realistic series that you could say that I've got going on my channel will be the one that will be with my son, one of my sons anyway. And it's just occasional that we'll be playing that, not guaranteed one thing each week that we'll do. It'll be when we're both in the mood to do it. So not very often, I'm afraid. We both enjoy the game, but you know, kids being kids, they want to do their own things. Play with their friends. They don't want to play with dad because dad's boring or things like that. So we'll cross the bridge up here and then head back and head back to the store, pick up more fertilizer, refresh the contracts after cashing these in, and move on to the next batch of fields to fertilize. Maybe break a bit earlier this time, huh? So that we do actually stop in time. Oof. Funny, this map, whenever you come to a junction, there's always an AI car coming. No matter what junction, there's always AI coming. But you can stand there for ages waiting for an AI to come when you're waiting for them. Hopefully you guys are having fun. Maypole, the big update came out not long ago. Like I said, hopefully by the time this video is out, Riverview will have dropped. And if you want a comparison, the date is the 8th of the 8th. So whenever this video is due out, or does get released, hopefully either Riverview is out or is close to coming out. Long drive, really. This is not normally a tractor I go for. I wanted a cheap tractor that could do what I needed it to do and give me options as well, but without too much options, if you get my meaning. Alright, let's fill that up and those in. There's not what I was after. We can't lease any equipment, so we can't borrow the equipment to do these contracts. So we're going to go new contract. This one. Accept and oh fuck. Field 32. Take a while. Again, not really, not with this. Right, we haven't got enough for that many. Let's go 7. Because we will end up having to come back and refill. Oh, did we not buy them? Buy. You do not have enough money. We have 13,000. Okay, that was weird. But apparently something needs to be sorted out on that. Right, anyway. That isn't my end though. So I'm not too fussed about that. So field 21 and 32. Didn't we just do 21? No, it was 20, wasn't it? So field 21 and 32. So I think do 32 and then do 21. Come back this way, hit 21, back across the bridge and refill. Quickest way to 30. But if we're doing that, we've got to go all the way down here to pass. But there again, we've got to go out our way to get there. And that's an even longer, longer route than going this way. Although the entrance is up at the top end, isn't it? I think. Oh well, looks like we're taking the twisty road. Fine. I also decided that I can only work until 8 PM on a night. After that, it's tools down and fast forward time because I don't obviously own a house. So I guess if you want to say, you could say, well, he sleeps in his tractor. He parks up for the night somewhere and goes to sleep in his tractor. Do you think I needed a heavier front weight though? There's a little light on the front. You definitely need a heavier weight. So my aim will be pay off like 35,000 a month. I can't buy any farmland until all the loans paid off. So the more I can pay off on the loan, the better. I can't do any contracts unless I own the equipment to do the contracts. So there's that side of things as well. So it's either I pay money up towards the loan, or I invest in equipment to allow me to pay off the loan quicker. But I have to pay a minimum of £5. £5. Could afford that right now. 5,000 a month minimum. So by 8 p.m. I must have 5,000 ready to pay off the loan. It has to be paid off by midnight. Okay, isn't it? A bit further around. Can't get into the field that way anymore. There it is. Gigantic field. This is definitely going to take a few journeys. The good news is it will be improving the environmental score for these fields, so when I do get the chance to buy fields, at least I'll well, I hope it does. I'll be able to pick from a hopefully good set of fields. What I should have done is actually got rid of all them buildings down at the a farm where all of the one of each animal types there, shouldn't I? And just had it that was around that piece of land. Or that I can buy that piece of land and put a house there. But I can't develop that piece of land. Maybe that's something I will do. Tired. It's been a long day. A long hot day. It's only going to get hotter with temperatures set to rise. See. Tomorrow's forecast is 25, 27, 30, 29. Yeah, fun times. Damn, we're coming up to half of our fertilizer used, and we haven't done half the field yet. Done like, well, we have almost done half actually, but wow. Told you it was a big field. Go down to the end. See if we can see where we've already fertilized. From there. Go into reverse, please. Thank you. Well, I reckon between 6 and 8 of these up and downs now. Probably get another run back up and partially down on another side, so probably one more refill or one refill needed to get this field done. But it's gotta be done. We need the money, and this field is going to pay quite well. And we've already done like 47% of it. Hot moan. The one job I hate doing is stone picking and herbicide, because you just can't see anything in the fields. And further than I thought it would. I was genuinely thinking that we'd have to refill already. But not really. So halfway done on the contract. Perfect. If you are playing this map, I hope you're having fun on it. And hopefully I haven't put you off by picking faults with the map. If you're playing Maypole, excellent. I hope you're having fun on that map. And I hope if you're playing with the updates that you like the changes on that. Grab this bit that we've missed, and then we'll heading back up the other side. Well, not the other side, but start heading back up. Yeah, that's a bad line, isn't it? I don't have to come all the way back down and... I know why don't you use GPS? Because I don't use GPS. I prefer to stay manual. I know GPS is a thing in the real world, but I prefer doing it this way. More fun. Definitely gone a lot further than I thought we would with this. But you know, be nice to pick up a lime spreader. Although, do you get contracts for liming? I don't think you do you anymore? I haven't seen any, anyway. Looking good. But I think I'm gonna get to the top here and then end it and go to bed. It's like 20 past 1 in the morning now. Definitely get another pass in before we need to refill. Definitely. So we'll line ourselves up ready to go down. We're not going to do it today. We'll do it. I know I'm in line correctly. But that'll be that. So keep an eye out on the mod hub for the Riverview update dropping. As I said, save game compatible. It adds sheds, barns, walls and hedge to the build menu, as well as a lime container that is purchasable lime from that station, rather than a container that can hold lime. Costs about 12,000 to place it down, excluding the land costs. Any changes they need to do to the land in order for it to be placed. And when Riverview does drop, I will probably continue taking a few days off from the Giants editor before going back into it to continue work on the new map. There will be a Maypole update. It will be save game compatible. It'll just fix a couple of trees, or more than a couple, a line of trees that are sunk into the ground. It'll pull them back up. And then translations for German added to certain things. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it, and